When you first look at these stats by Jonathan Kuminga in the Warriors' last game against Portland, you might think to yourself, he played a pretty average game. 7, 6, and 4, 18 minutes, 3 for 5 from the field, 2 turnovers. Pretty average, nothing special. But if you really analyze how he played in this game, there is clear proof of evolution and maturity in Jonathan Kuminga's style of basketball that will only greatly benefit the Steve Kerr system and the Golden State Warriors. We are talking more than simply being a better scorer, a better rebounder, a better shooter. We're talking about basketball IQ, a clear improvement, and a clear improvement in team basketball and ability to move the ball around the floor. Here, Kuminga is going to use his athleticism. He's going to use his quote-unquote bag to get into the post and his Denny Advia. But the evolution is clear because his eyes are up. He's still willing to make passes, and Will Richard here cuts and Kuminga makes the right play. That's evolution at its finest. That is beautiful from Jonathan Kuminga, and that's what's really been missing from his game and why Steve Kerr has been really hesitant in playing Kuminga these big minutes in regular season games, especially last year. This is how Kuminga is really going to improve in the system and show that he can be a beneficiary to Steve Kerr's system. Jonathan Kuminga here is on a smaller, although very talented defender in Jrue Holiday. And the Jonathan Kuminga of 2 years ago, even last year you can argue, would see that he has a smaller defender on him. He would see that, and in the back of his mind a switch would flip. I have the physical capabilities and the physical abilities to take this man to the rim. And I don't think that's wrong in any sort. But in a Steve Kerr system, there's always something developing. Here, you can see Pods and Al Horford are running a double screen type play where they screen for each other and they slip. And instead of just taking it to his own hands, which Kuminga usually does most of the time, which is why Steve Kerr's been so frustrated with him, he waits for this play to develop and he reaps the benefit of the system. He makes the right play and he gets an assist because he trusts the system and he only reaps the benefits. Steve Kerr wants Kuminga to succeed in the system. He's probably the one who drafted Kuminga with Joe Lacob. They touted his physical ability, they saw the upside, and they took him very high in the draft. They want him to succeed. They want him to fit. And Steve Kerr is going to continue to give him the opportunities to fit. And I think Jonathan Kuminga has really improved his game, his evolution, and he has really impressed Steve Kerr this preseason. Do not be shocked if Kuminga comes out the gate in the beginning of the season playing 20-plus minutes a game, because he honestly deserves it the way he's been playing this preseason. He's shown to Steve Kerr that he can't fit in the system, and that's going to go a long way.